Welcome to Comfort Habit number 2. So, I want to make this video because I said I would in the last video. And this is about my nephew. I have more than one, and almost each and every one of them has had a lack of responsibility. This specific nephew is in his early 20s. He hasn't hit 25 yet, but he's old enough to know better, and he has a child. Alright? This little asshole had a dog. Or three. We inherited all three, actually. One of them passed away from old age. He sold the other one, and he went and got another one, which we currently have. And it's like, dude, if you couldn't keep the first pit bull that you had, why in the fuck would you go off and buy another one, knowing that wherever you were staying, either didn't allow pets or didn't allow specific pets, and you went against the rules and bought the specific pet that you weren't allowed to get? Now, somebody tell me if you think I'm wrong, then that's just fucking stupid. If they tell me I can't buy a tabby or whichever cat has the most fur, so I go buy that ugly hairless cat who looks like somebody skinned him. There's no hair at all. Looks like a walking piece of white meat. And the landlord's okay with that one. But anyone that has wild fur can't have it. That would be a big idiot to get rid of a tabby just to go get another tabby. I'm pretty sure that's not what the cat's called, but that's the example. Well, let's say the rent was good. The only pets that are allowed in the building are dogs. You can have any dog but the following: German Shepherd, Rottweiler, Doberman, Pit Bull. So you can have a Great Dane, Saint Bernard, any kind of lab, poodles, chihuahuas, teacups, any kind of dog except for those ones I just named. This nephew would be the idiot to go get the pit bull, even though the landlord has it posted. These vicious type dogs you can't have in this building, or you're going to be out. Therefore, get rid of one pit bull. Why would you go pick up another one? Because of stupidity. And because fuck you, I do what I want. Because that's what they do. So this nephew specifically, him and I had quite a few verbal altercations. And he keeps physically threatening me. Like literally, I beat your ass. I beat your ass. I beat your ass. Now, playing or not, at some point in time, you don't know when to shut the fuck up. Because sooner or later, I'm not going to be playing anymore. I don't handle threats very well. Yes, I've always been threatened by people bigger than me. And I've always managed to beat their ass. Because of the fact that they don't believe I can do it. Oh, you're 5'3". You're 5'3". You can't hurt me. You're 5'3". Mm-hmm. You know that saying about ain't the size of the dog, it's the size of the fight in the dog? This dog's got a lot of fight. So unless you cattle prong my shit like Goldberg or catch me literally sleeping, it's on. I said, Carl threatened me. Then he hit me with, I've been in more than 5 fights. This is to show you how young minds think. Even when I was his age, and I had been in way more fights than 5, I've never let one time that be a factor of fights. I've been in more than 5 fights since I was 6 years old. My first 5 fights was when I was 6 years old. And then they just kept going. From the age of 6 to 12, damn near every day, for definitely every week, my uncles put me through the ringer of fighting kids. So, it is what it is. However, he's been in 5 fights. He has no problem pointing that out. I've been in 5 fights. I won 5 fights. I'm thinking to myself, won 5 fights. Okay. I'm sure all those guys was about your age. Maybe smaller, maybe bigger. Maybe they knew how to fight, maybe they didn't. But I'm like, you don't really think that much, do you? And you know, if they paid him to think, he'd be dead and broke. Because I want you to explain something to people that are young. But I'll explain it to you myself. As Optimus Prime says, this time I go myself. Or Megatron must be stopped no matter the cost. You've been in 5 fights, you're 23 years old. So, how many years is that? And what year were the fights? Was that a fight like from 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 19, 19, so 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So you've been in 5 fights since you was like 19 to 23. I mean, you know, be specific. I, on the other hand, was fighting before your parents existed, you know. And as I told his big brother, because I had the same problem with him, because the thing that I have learned in my 49 years of living, that generally, that motherfucker that wants to fight you, he ain't doing this. Ain't nothing coming out of his mouth. He waiting for opportunity, you know, because that's what I tell people all the time. When the opportunity presents itself, oh, it's on. Until then, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. Once that opportunity presents itself, all that fucking talking you done just to fuel my fire to fuck your shit up. And that's something he doesn't get. And that's something a lot of young people don't get. It's also something that a lot of bullies don't get. It's also something that people who think that their size is going to save them in a fight don't get. Your size versus my size don't mean shit to me. It only means something to you. I know what the fuck I gotta do. I know how I have to do it. I have 2 options in a fight. Beat your ass or kill your ass. I'm going to try to kill your ass and pray that I just beat you until you stop. But if you don't stop, then I'm going to kill your ass because I send warnings, not invitations. And that's just the way it is. Now, my nephew, you know, beat your ass, been in more 5 fights. Okay. Good for you. You've been in 5 fights. You didn't even bother to ask me how many fights I've been in. The fact that I've been fighting since I was 6 years old just don't even like register in your head, right? But what you see is a 125-pound man who's 49 and 5'3" and half. And you just know right off the fucking bat that Jesus is gonna help you win this fight. That's fine and dandy. God is stronger than Jesus. And I know for a fact that you're gonna need God to pull me the fuck up off your shit if we get the fucking fighting about this motherfucker. It's not gonna be like it does in your head. That's what people don't understand. This is why when I train, I don't tell myself I'm going to lose. I don't tell myself I'm going to win. I tell myself I'm going to do what I got to do to survive. And rather I'm fighting family or foe or even a friend, I have one job. Fuck your shit up. That's it. Do what I got to do to keep my ass alive. This is the difference between people who fight for a win versus fighting to survive. I used to fight for wins when I was 6 years old. Because those wins didn't mean that my uncles weren't going to beat my ass. By the time I got 13, my whole dynamic shifted. Alright? Because I knew that if I had to fight to survive. Because I didn't think that I was ever going to get any taller. Which I didn't really get much taller. I was, 4'11" at 12 years old. Now I'm like 5'3" and a half. You know, I had to fight to survive. Fuck fighting for a win. Everything I've learned, with the exception of the new Wushu, everything I've learned was pretty much lethal ordinance. And the only thing I prefer to teach people is lethal ordinance. Now people might be like, what the fuck is lethal ordinance? I'm going to explain it to you. If you are bigger than me, I can't outmuscle you. I can't outstrength you. But I also know I don't have to. I just have to know where to hit you. If I hit you in your throat and I smash in your windpipe or snap your neck with the 3 pounds of pressure required from the front or the back, you're done. If I hit you in your sternum, which is connected to all of this stuff, your breadbasket, you should stop breathing. In the event that you don't, you're either a colossus or one lucky son of a bitch. But it don't matter who you are. If I hit you in your motherfucking throat, you can be as big as Andre the Giant, as small as Ant-Man from Ant-Man. If I hit you in your motherfucking throat and you can't breathe, you are done. D-O-N-E, done. Lethal ordinance. I show y'all this shit in videos all the time. Whether you pay attention or not, it's up to you. Watch my arm. See this? See how I twitch? See where that goes directly to? See where it goes? So, why Steven Seagal break you here? I can just break this. This no longer function. Now here's the trick. I gotta get through your defenses to do it. This is where range fighting comes in. This is where knowing your way around a fight comes in. People fail to understand how fights work. It's not like in the movies where we just gonna square up and we're gonna take turns letting somebody hit you. No, we gonna square up. But I'm not gonna stand there and let you hit me. Fuck that. I'm gonna stand there long enough for you to square up. You move in first? Good. There's a lot of things I can do when you throw that jab. I can knuckle strike you. Boom! Kimpo. Right there. Right in those little metacarpals. Fuck your shit up. When you snatch your hand back, I'm on you. I'm not gonna sit here and play with you like in the movies when you sitting there doing this. No, when you doing this, boom! You hit. It's not gonna be like the movies, you know. Pow! Ah! Cool! 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 Why the fuck am I gonna sit there and let you do this? Now, if we're making a movie, okay, it's in the script. But in real life, when you throw that jab and I crack your knuckles with a 2-knuckle jab, bam! Yeah, when I strike your knuckles, because, You know, you're not going to think that I'm going to do something that stupid, because it is a stupid move. Sometimes stupid works. So if you throw that jab and I like 2 knuckles, like boom, because pressure points do work if you know how to use them right. And I crack this and I pop pop, you know, or I crack. When you jerk your hand back and you doing this, I'm not going to stand there waiting for you to recover. I'm coming at your ass like stank on shit, and I ain't going to stop until your ass is down. And if you get down and you don't stay down, I'm going to do what I have to do to keep you down. And sometimes that's knee on belly. But for me, it's going to be knee on your motherfucking neck. Lethal ordinance. Now, I learned a lot of shit from a Green Beret when I was 16. I've learned a lot of shit since then. I learned enough Taekwondo that I can beat you if you use Taekwondo. The whole point of the martial arts that I studied was so that I could beat people who use them. It wasn't so that I could beat everyone up. It was so that I can combat different styles when affixed with them. You break into a snake, I break into a crane. You break into a tiger, I break into a dragon. I'm going to counter all the shit I can with what I learned. Now, will I win? Won't know till the fight's over, because you can't preordain a victory before it happens. You might be able to manifest that shit, but you have one problem. That guy on the battlefield doesn't know you're manifesting that shit. And he's going to change your plans with that monkey wrench when he beats your ass because you thought, oh, I can talk myself into a victory. No, the only thing you can talk yourself into is a defeat. I learned that with the sparring match that I lost, that nobody would ever let me live down, because I told myself I was going to lose and I lost. And now I tell myself, I will destroy everything in my path. Period. But I have 2 words that destroy means. I can destroy you physically without killing you. I can destroy you mentally without killing you. Or I can destroy you physically with killing you, and mentally with killing you. You understand? I'm going to destroy you. Which destroy I have to do depends on you. Alright? If you're way bigger, way stronger, and I got to bring your ass down because I can't stop you any other way, I'm going to end your life. If you're way bigger and way stronger and I can bring you down and it ends, then it's ending, you know. But don't come back after me. Do not make the fatal mistake that the first guy I ever fought when I moved over here made. I was already coming off of unequated rage on an unquantifiable level because my dad wouldn't let me fight the guy that embarrassed me with his boxing skills. Knowing that I'm not a boxer and I shouldn't have been fighting him. That's my fault. But my dad wouldn't let me beat his ass. Nah, until you go back to Charlottesville, you go into your Aunt Ruth Ann's house every goddamn day. Because I was going to beat that boy ass. Just that simple. But, no, my dad was right. I should not have volunteered to get into that fucking fight. But, my dad was also wrong. Because here's the difference between me and that boy. I had honor. He didn't. I asked him each round to pull his punches. He purposely gave me the finger and kept trying to knock me the fuck out. Even when he realized he couldn't, he kept trying to knock me the fuck out. So when I got mad, I still had my honor. But then honor took a backseat to straight up unquantifiable levels of fucking rage, and this boy was going to die. There was no ifs, ands, and buts about it, because I begged him 3 times in each round. Hey, pull your punches. Pull your punches. I'm pulling my punches. He won't pulling shit. He was hitting me as hard as he fucking could because he just wanted to knock me out. He wanted to feel good about himself. But when my fucking gloves flew off, his whole dynamic changed. And had my dad not called my name, I probably would have been in jail. Because he was done. He was done. When I said, shh, and them gloves came off, I said, see, I told you to pull them fucking punches. Now I'm going to kick your motherfucking ass. I'm kicking you in your goddamn face. I'm going to put my fucking foot through your goddamn throat. I was done. I was done playing with him. And then my dad called my name and hit me with the famous, don't make me call you twice. So again, if you're having problems with somebody and they're doing a lot of this, they ain't about no fight. unless they're Deadpool, because Wade Wilson does talk and fight at the same time. But other than that, that being said, I'm Echo Fan Great Wolf, and before this video gets messed up, I'm going to end it now. Thank you guys. I love all 275 of you. Be seeing you.